Hello YouTube, today I will show you how I make my Anki cards from documents and PDF files. So in this example we are going to use this document which contains a lot of questions and we are going to convert into Anki format. So first thing we need to download it, and I'm going to download it as a markdown. And once it's finished downloading, this is what it looks like in markdown format. And I chose this format because the correct answers in this PDF were what's called bold format. So it's easy to extract those bolded answers and then put it into answer column. Now I'm going to use Python's string manipulation to extract those questions and answers and then put them into a table format. So we are going to use Google's Colab to run Python. I will open a new notebook. Let's connect it with the server. Okay, so for this purpose we need two libraries. One is pandas library and the other is like regular expression library. So let's import those. Now we are going to use a regular expression pattern to get the text out from the file. So I prefer to use a website called regex 101 to make my regex patterns, because you don't need to memorize all the symbols for it that way. Now go here, and we don't need this multi-line functionality. I unticked it and I'm going to tick this single line dot matches. Okay, so I will choose JavaScript here because it will run in my browser and it runs faster that way. Now let's copy all of this text here so we can see how we can create our pattern to match the questions. Let's go to the beginning of the file. Okay, so it has a lot of information, a lot of text that we don't need. We only need this question data. So let's see how it starts. It starts with a Q, a capital Q, and a colon. Then any digit, it could be 1 digit or could be 3 digit, doesn't matter. So we are going to use \D. It makes the D functional character and it chooses any number of digits that way. I'm going to use a plus sign then, and it will choose any digits there. So after that we can have a space. Let's make it optional because sometimes we might not have a space after the question number. So we are going to select now all the text after the question number, and I'm going to use a dot character and an asterisk to select everything after that. And we should use a question mark again to make it this question mark is called lazy operator. So it will look for this pattern until a new pattern arises. So this is the next pattern that it will stop before, and I want to stop before the pattern, so we will use a question mark equal. This will stop it before the next pattern arises. And for this I'm going to start with asterisk and key to stop before the keys, because we only want this text above it. Because asterisk is already a functional character, we need to use backslash to make it a non-functional. Then key. Okay, now it stops before key, that's good. It's working, it's definitely working. Okay, and then how many matches we have got? 64 matches. That's not enough. There are a lot of questions that are still missing. So let's see what kind of patterns we are missing here. Okay, this question we are missing, it doesn't have any question number. That's weird for sure. So I'm going to make the question number optional as well. So let's make it optional. There might be a question number or there might not be. Wait, this is not still getting the response we need. Oh, okay, I didn't saw this, but there is a question number. The problem was there is a space before the question number. So let's say it is space operator. Okay, now it works, and make it optional. So a space may or may not be there. Now we are getting all our text. This is good. We have got still 68 matches. We are still missing some questions. Okay, these are the questions we are missing, and they seem to not include any key, but the questions are bold characters. So for these we are going to stop before this reference of the book. So it stops. Either it finds the key or this is a or character, so it finds either the reference backslash bracket, again before backslash before the bracket, because bracket is a functional character and the backslash will make it a non-functional character. And then we are going to include the B and then double backslash character, so it matches perfectly. Okay, this seems to work. We have got a 186 matches now. Few is still missing for sure. Now some of the questions don't even have the what it's called, they don't have anything, they don't have the key, they don't have a reference either. So let's stop before the new question arises, before the next question. Now this includes 292 matches. That's good. I think we included all of the pattern. Okay, this question, the last question is missing, is still missing. So why is that? Because there is no ending symbol here. I'm going to add my own symbol. Let's just hit Q. Now it matches everything, 293 characters. And for things to work, I'm going to add a Q in here as well. And save it. So remember, we have got about 293 patterns in this. I'm going to copy this regular expression and let's just upload the file now. And this is the file. And I'm going to rename it into input.txt. I don't need AI for this. AI is really good, but it doesn't know what I want. So I need to make my own pattern and my own code. Okay, so now I want to open the file and we are going to give it a address path to our file. I copied it and I'm going to open it as read only. Let's name it file. That's enough. And let's create a variable called the text and read it from the file. Okay, now pass to our pattern. Not this one. We can remove this lost symbols. They were added by the browser, by this website actually. And because this is a regular expression pattern, so we need to mention it within our. Okay, now we have got our pattern. Now let's use that pattern to grab questions from the file. Let's call them matches. And okay, so the AI is suggesting me code already, and it does seem accurate except the last line, so I will edit the last line myself. We don't want it yet to include it in a data frame. So the next thing we're going to do is create a variable called data. You can name variables anything you want, it doesn't matter. Leave it empty for now, and we are going to see question in matches. And question cleaned. Let's clean the questions by removing the asterisks, so it doesn't show the answer in the front page of the Anki. Okay, we can replace the asterisks with nothing and remove any spaces, extra space off at the end and the beginning of the files. These are the clean questions. Now I want to grab the answer from the question itself, the questions before found in the file, because they contain the capitalized options. So what I'm going to do is create another pattern. Let's use a variable to store answers. And let's search the questions using regular expression. And this will create the pattern. Now inside the file, these answers are covered with asterisks on the right and the left side because they are capitalized. So I'm going to use those asterisks and grab the data between those brackets. Will grab the data, any text that is between those, and be lazy while grabbing the text. Do not continue if you find the ending pattern, and use this pattern to search through question. So each question have a different answer. Now the thing is, what I want to do, what if some questions don't have answers? That can throw an error. So I will create a if statement. It will see if it finds any matches, if answer matches. So if we find an answer, it will be answer matches dot group and strip. That's fine, that's accurate. And if we don't find an answer, I will write no answer found. Okay. Okay, this one is not accurate. I need to give it columns. Okay, this one is accurate pattern, accurate code. I mean, I don't need this data here. Okay, this will convert this data variable into a data frame. Now let's see if it worked. Let's run this. Okay, it didn't throw any error. Let's try to see what we have got. It's empty for some reason. Let me run it again. No, it still doesn't have any entries. Let's try printing it. No, it's empty. It's completely empty for now. Let's see what I have done wrong. I did append the data.append to the question and answers. This seems accurate. I did find. Let's try running other variables where I have done the mistake. Print. I guess it didn't find any matches. Maybe it didn't. But pattern should work. Okay, I think the browsers for some reason added this symbol. It shouldn't be here. Yes, that was the problem. Got it. Okay, now we have found matches. Let's print data frame. Everything seems to work for now. Yes, we have got 293 matches or entries. That's completely accurate. Okay, so it did work. That's good. Let's see how the file looks like, how the data frame looks like, and then we will save it in a file. So this will be the front of the Anki, the question, and this will be the back, the answer. So the top of the file looks fine. Let's see how the end of the file looks. Yes, this is also completely good. Let's see if all the options are included. Well, yes, they are. I suppose we can save it now. So let's save the file. Let's just keep the whole code in one block, and that makes it more simpler to run. Okay, so I'm going to save the file. So data frame dot to CSV, and the index is false. That's good. I don't need to save the index. Let's just print a success message. File saved and df.info. We don't need all the extra spaces here, I guess. Okay, I made a typo here. This did work. That's good. Now you can just download this file and name anything. I will name it surgery mcqs.txt. For some reason the Anki on my Chromebook has the option for CSV files, but they don't seem to open for some reason. So at the end of the file I will give it a .txt extension and open it as a CSV file. I know it sounds weird, but that's how it works for some reason. Okay, let's open the Anki now to import it. I actually have already imported this surgery ballet love MCQs. This is the file I was working on, but I'm going to delete this one and do it all over again. Surgery and ballet MCQs. This is the file I saved now, right? I guess it is. Okay, the file is separated by commas. That's how CSV files are stored. I will allow HTML. It doesn't include any HTML, but that's how I do it usually. And node type is fine at basic. I'm going to select the deck here, surgery, 11 bill MCQs, update the answers, and the front would be the questions and the back would be the answer. Okay, I think this is done. 294 notes found. The first one is named question answer. So I'm going to delete this first note because it doesn't include anything. Okay, these are the questions, the other questions that are included. You can also add space breaks, the line breaks, sorry, I meant line breaks. During the conversion, I forgot to do it, but this is how you would. Okay, so these are the questions. We need to add line breaks in the questions, right? Before saving, I'm going to do df I'm going to add line breaks to it. df.question equal, no, not like that, but how do we do it? I think maybe I forgot. No, I do remember. So we need to get the previous column question, then we will apply a function to it, lambda x dot x replace new lines with the break. Okay, this did same for the answer, but I don't think we needed that for answer. For the question, that's fine enough. Delete this. See, is weird. It makes a lot of mistakes. Let's see if it did those line breaks. Yes, okay, after each line we have a break added. That's good, and that will work if we allow the HTML during import. So this is it. That's how you import, that's how you create an Anki deck from document or PDF file. Of course, you will always require a different regex pattern, regular expression pattern for a different file, and you have to create it on your own. You can use ChatGPT. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't. And for a lot of files I had actually created different, sorry, it's CSV, different regular expressions, and draw different code for different files. I will show you. This is my code, all the code I have written so far. This is it. Thank